What's up guys, this is Save Knight, and welcome back to Wizardry Tale of the Forsaken Land for the PS2. Finally back here at the end of the Dimension World, at that corridor leading to the boss. Before I actually went fight him, I'm actually coming back here with all the different original characters, because they each say something different. And then I'll do all these characters, go back to town, switch off of the next ones, show them, and then I'll come back with my final group, which is my main group with Sarah, Kyo, Hina, Ricardo, and Rui. And then beat the game and show all the ending and all that crap. I just went ahead and just said fuck it and just maxed out their stats and their hit points, because I'm going to have to anyway whenever I do things later on. Okay, I was kind of wondering when the hell I would get there. Goddamn headphones. I'm also testing out new headphones. I got a Corsair Void Pro RGB, something like that. Like a cordless headset / microphone. So I'm, trying this out to see how well it works. Michelle, now I understand how precious the days we lived were. The fun, heartwarming days, the impossible dreams, even the painful, bitter things. We cannot regain them. It is so funny. Back then I had no feelings of gratefulness whatsoever. And now, Annie and all my memories shine brightly. Let us go. The detestful creature who has stolen everything from us must pay the price for the people's memories. All those people were cruelly murdered in the flash before they could even reminisce or regret. But the curse of that madman didn't stop there. The true terror never appears on the surface. Just like you and me, those who died with regret appear before us. What lies ahead for us, we who are cursed with undead life? Eternal darkness? Or is there a savior? So be it. Let us finish this horrible incident. Jeez, man. Oh man, I can't believe how lucky I am. Went through all that and there's no treasure to be found, and in the end, here I am in this eerie place, playing a defender of justice. Can't help but feel like I've become an idiot. This has got to be my biggest insult. Virgo started to get angry over the chain of events that changed her fate. Well, get over it, bitch. There are two things I hate: being made a fool and being fooled. We've all been dead since the Flash. I don't give a damn about that. I'm just pissed that he's been treating us like clowns. I'm getting really pissed off just talking about it. Let's just go and finish this stupid damned farce. Listen up, Save Knight. You better show a fight or else. I have yet to apologize to you. Colgan quietly closed his eyes. Had believed in you, would this tragedy have come about? If I knew the truth, could this have been avoided? Probably. And this is not like me. All I can think of is regret. We cannot change the past, then we must change the future. This is why I'm alive. I will apologize to you after everything is done. After we defeat this fiend and free all the souls, I will make it up to you as a friend. Colgan smiled awkwardly. So, if you want an apology from me, win this battle. Now this is the Queen's Guard's final battle. To all her majesties and all the spirits of the Queen's Guards, be our witness. Behold this, the last battle of the Queen's Guards. Save Knight and Colgan. Under the name of the Queen's Guards, we shall save Queen Otilia's soul. Okay, that's nice. Okay, now, next group. Okay, I'm back here with the next set of people. And I'm right outside the door on B10, next to Eugene's body, and there's a little cutscene here. If you have Grace with you, please wait. Grace staggered toward the dead body as if she was being pulled by something. No, it can't be. Grace's face suddenly turned pale as she shook her head in denial. And as she took notice of something lying beside the dead body, she dropped to her knees and screamed. She picked up a ring with a beautiful jewel in it. It was to be given to her on a day she was to wear a white dress and exchange vows of commitment. Oops. Grace hung her head and sobbed quietly as tears ran down the side of her face. Excuse me. The body she was holding was beyond recognition, but it was undoubtedly her fiancé Eugene. Grace hung her head and sobbed quietly as tears ran down the side of her face. She prayed for the dead to rest in peace. She She slowly stood up and said her farewells to her fiancé without being able to give him a proper burial. Was this God's will? Did he commit a crime so horrifying that he deserved such a brutal death? Her voice sounded hollow as she asked herself. I knew how pure his heart was, how he sacrificed everything to save the people. If that's a crime, then I will take over that crime. Damn, she mad. Okay. Oh god. Dang it, we were being fooled all this time. Ah, come on. Daniel sighed deeply after he spoke. We've been dead all this time? I feel like I've been really cheated. That means all the money and treasures are worthless. Daniel took out a dice. I think he meant took out a die. The dice is 2, die is 1. His pocket and flung it into the air. Daniel caught the falling dice with a meek look and slowly opened his hand. Whoa, check it out, I still have my luck. Dice showed a 1. Guess that means Misha's still alive. Heh, goody goody. What the fuck's Misha? Daniel smiled happily and stuck the device back into his pocket. Misha's a cat, my buddy. I was worried that she might have died because I haven't seen her in a while. Now I can go on without any regrets. We should go kick that cheating god's ass pretty soon. It's time to pay. Wait, it's time to pay back all that he's robbed the people of Duhan. To have thoughts indescribable in words. Orph whispered those words softly with her head down. This world is mysterious. Since that ominous flash, there weren't supposed to be any memorable days, and yet when I recall the faces of you and Aoba, why is it that I feel sadness? Is it because I know that I cannot bring back those joyful times? Orph, unlike her usual self, stood with a gentle look. Would you laugh if I said I wanted to apologize? I was full of remorse when I learned of my father's death. I was in torment at the fact that I would never be able to convey my thoughts to him. I never want to experience that feeling again. Orph hung her head low from her guilt. Please forgive me for all the politeness I've shown to you. Would you promise me that you will survive? Now let's end this act of tragedy. The souls in the sky will be the witness of our fight. Let's inform that ominous god of his end. I have had anything in particular to be dissatisfied about, but for me to exist in this world, does it mean that I may have some kind of attachment to this world? Well, unless you're a god, I'm sure anyone would have 1 or 2 things that were unfinished. Thinking back, I didn't live a very fruitful life, so maybe somewhere deep in my heart, I wanted to repay Orph's father somehow. Aoba stopped speaking and stared down at the ground as if he just thought of something. And as if he decided on something to say, he retied his top knot and dusted off his clothes. I will do my best so that nobody will mock me in the afterlife. Shall we begin our avenging battle for the people of Duhan? Okay. Please forget the word defeat. There is no need to fear, even if the enemy is colossal. Justice is on our side. The one left standing will not be the enemy, but us. Then finally Duhan will truly be saved. Grace stopped talking. She was thinking of Eugene's last, and her expression became clouded. Since that flash, we have been forsaken. We have been thrown into the darkness where light can no longer reach. If that is God's will, then so be it. We shall merely snatch victory with our own hands. Whew. Oh man, after we beat him, the fun adventure is all over. How sorrowful. Peace, man, peace. Then I'll be so bored I'll go crazy. Oh, I got it. How's about it? Why don't you become the bad guy this time? That way I won't have to retire. Oh, what the hell. This is a perfect opponent to go ape shit on. I can't complain. Now I'm gonna get it on like there's no tomorrow. Okay, back one final time. My correct party that I had, I just said fuck it and I was really just trying to get their like agility and like power mostly, but then you know what, fuck it, I was like that close anyway. And then by the time I got other stats to 99, I just said, you know what, I'm like right there anyway, let me just hurry and just get their fucking hit points maxed out, which I'm gonna have to do all this crap anyway. And I also got like a few key spells for her since she's a bishop. I got her Dips, Diva, and Megadeath for sorcerer spells. Dips decreases the all the enemies evade. Diva increases everyone's attack, and Megadeath is, well, a really pissed off fire spell. And for pre-spells, I got her Kaneru at level 3. That decreases the enemy's evade. No, increases your evade. Sorry, increases your evade. Will full heal to anybody and status curing, and Cathedral, the higher tier resurrect spell that like resurrects with full life. I mean, if for some reason I die. Anything new? I found this off of something. It's a little bit stronger than the Kiku by like 1 point. I do lose the ability to get like a +1 hit point like this one, but so fucking what? Oh, I also turned her into a warrior to give her a helmet and a gauntlet, so it's not really much, but still, it's like an extra 2 defense. Same thing for her. Her stuff wasn't really quite up there yet, but you know what? Fuck it, it's good enough. I can always just work on hers later. Okay. Ricardo? If only I could live my life over. I guess I was thinking that all along. I longed for the bond of trust called friendship. I wanted something that I could risk my life for. I was probably waiting as a skeleton in a field with thick grass for you to show up. Ricardo smiled after he said that. It was an innocent smile that a child would give. Remember the past. You were the beginning. You might have had a different purpose, but you saved everyone without knowing it. I am grateful for being able to meet you. It was fun. Now I've said that. I wanted to. I have nothing to regret now. Let us take care of our last job. Even in this dangerous situation, something keeps me in deep emotion. I, a living corpse who has lost his pride, have come this far. So all thanks to you, through this adventure, I learned true bravery is born only when one has people to protect. I wonder how many people die without any regrets. I was lucky. If I did not meet you, I would have just rotted away at that altar. It is only now that I can see that. I can see myself dying regretfully in despair and unable to make up for lost time. I know it's a little late, but I would like to say my thanks here. After speaking, Kyo bowed his head in deep gratitude. If I am unable to see you after this battle, my soul will never forget what you have done for me. Shall we go now? Before, I would have been happy training as a priestess and working in the temple to help those in need. Oh, in case I didn't mention it, I turned her into a bishop. I mean, I guess it was probably obvious, you know, by the spells I gave her, but whatever. Working in the temple to help those in need. That was supposed to have been my goal and dream in life, but that's not it. Living means that somewhere someone is being saved. I can help others even if I didn't become a priestess, deep down in this labyrinth. We are incapable of living in this world alone. Memories came and went in Sarah's mind. The first time you met, the many battles against monsters, the various events that awaited the party. She recalled her memories as they faded away one after another. If my soul were to be lost, I have no regrets. Sarah had a cheerful look on her face when she turned around. God may scold me for this, but if there's one thing I regret, it's that I didn't meet you before the Flash. Thank you for all the good times. Geez, God really did it for us. You asking me what I'm talking about? Ruby pointed her finger at you. Of course I'm talking about you. If you didn't show up, all of us would have been. We would still be walking around in the eternity of darkness. Although I don't show it well, I am grateful. I'm sure the townspeople are too. So don't worry, even if my soul is lost in this battle. Sis Ruby will make sure to steal a one-way ticket to heaven just for you. Ruby gave you a mischievous wink after saying that. See, this goes back to what that shit was on B8, when you're meeting with Sophia's spirit. And she says she's been watching over you, and you. One of the choices to talk to her was like you have someone already or something, and she says, you know, I've been watching over you, so I kind of figured that out already. And the only thing I could possibly think of would be maybe Rui, big if on Sarah, Hina maybe, and if anything else, Anne-Marie, but she left, so it's not her. So it makes it seem like Rui is like, you know, actively flirting with you this whole time. So I don't know. Anything goes for that. Well, it's our final duty. All it needs is to take his life, and I'm damn ready for it. The truth is, I detest battle. If I could, I would never want to use this power of destruction. But I am thankful now that I have the power to destroy that god. Hina looks straight into your eyes. You have taught me the importance of being optimistic even in times of despair. Your way of life has given me the courage to fight. I would no longer be afraid. I would never look back. No matter what hardships await you in the present, you must awaken from your dream. There's no true happiness in a fabricated life. I will choose to fight beside you than to be influenced by a nightmare. I do not want to be a disgrace. Let us fall gallantly. With the color of determination in Hina's beautiful eyes, she smiled proudly. The fuck color is determination? How is that even a color? Now let us sever this chain of tragedies. To the sinister god, a strike of justice. Yay. Okay, finally, fucking A. Like, people shut the fuck up already. This is the core of the dimension. Ledua and Homunculus were standing, facing the darkness. Now is the time to fulfill my wish. I will transfer Her Majesty's soul from the nucleus to Homunculus' body. Homunculus' face distorted. Transfer her soul? Were you not going to use the Queen's soul to make me a human? If you transfer her soul, what will happen to me? Ledua doesn't answer. You said that you loved me, that there was no other, didn't you? The reason we came here was to make me a true human. Isn't that what you... That statement is not false. Queen Otilia will regain her body and become a true human once more. No, Your function was to preserve Queen Otilia's beautiful body. Today that function ends. Ledua. God, what a dick. The voice is Otilia's. Only Otilia can call my name. Homunculus stiffly, like a doll, fell to her knees. Ledua glared at the void with no interest. You are Homunculus. Now, God of the Mad Bishop, I've come to take back my Otilia. Oh, ominous music. Darkness slowly spread throughout. Look right and look left. That cannot be realized, foolish human. A voice, sounding like the wind of Hades, echoes throughout the void. She is an offering to me. We shall become one, a fragment of my soul. She shall be no longer. Nonsense. The darkness wavers as to mock him. It is not nonsense. We are forever one. Our fate is one for eternity. Hearing those words, Ledua lost his temper. How dare you claim that you are with Otilia for eternity? The darkness wavered again. Then it slowly started to form. Oof. Nasty fuck. The god that you saw in the waves of memory appeared before you. Why do you thirst so much for this soul? The god's eyes turned towards Homunculus. I see. It is because of this. A body without a soul is destined to rot. I shall guide that fate. You will be able to let go of this body. You will be able to let go of this body exist no more. What? I'm not doing that, she screams. It's just one word. Homunculus is engulfed in flames. Ledua let out a beastly scream. Otilia's body. Otilia's beautiful body. Homunculus slowly hugged Ledua. Bitch, what the fuck are you... Before you could move, Ledua was also engulfed in flames. The two were instantly burnt to ash by flames that died out shortly after. their ashes scattered over the void. Foolish human, your soul has become one with mine. Now you can be with her for eternity. With my power, the soul of this land is forever unchanging. So long as my power is with me, no longer shall souls be lost. All souls shall become one with me and just simply exist forever, through all eternity. To become one with a god, an unchanging soul, that is the wish of my creator. I am the one summoned for that purpose. Bushin, that's his name. Bushin. Doesn't Shin mean devil in Japanese? I don't know what the fuck Bushin would mean. So that's kind of funny. The name, it's like a god, but his name's Devil something devil, or Devil something. Devil god, maybe? This is your destiny. Exist in the unchanging world with me, or behold the true meaning of death. You ugly motherfucker. Stuff, something's happening. And here we go, the last battle. Still never shows some. I actually did go back, I didn't really show that either, and buy out all the AAs from level 7 and 8, and that one of them being Ninja Attack, which is pretty much like Warp Attack, but with a ninja in the front. Has like a high crit rate. Sacred Cross. Basically a stronger version of like Dispel. That has a higher chance of working. Crisscross. Just crap. I'm actually going to do a separate thing and show all the AAs, but for now, Warp Attack. Him, actually, you know what? No, not Warp Attack. Do Double Attack. No. Yes, Double Attack. Spell cancel these two. Oh, she had Diver, god damn it, okay. And Dips, god damn it, okay. Well, let me do Diver with this. And then, Dips on that. Because I'd rather have him physically strike me than, cast spells. To raise my attack, lower their evade. Evade minus 10, Jesus. I guess that's his magic. One more time. Dive again, and this time we're going to. Is that it that I really needed? Nope. Pre-spells. Kaneru. Then I'll just cast that periodically throughout combat. Evade plus 10. That's actually pretty fucking good. Nope. She has crap damage, but it's not expected to kill them or anything. So now I can Warp Attack. And then Spell Cancel. I don't know if I've shown you Warp Attack yet. It's like Jump Attack, except you create two portals that all three of you jump in. Haha. And this pretty much gives you like a front row flawless defense of like physical attacks. Not breath attacks, not magic. Actually, you know what? Let me do that again. Spell cancel. Let me do Dive one more time. time. I think Diver stacks up to, I believe, 3 times, I want to say. I don't know how many times Dips stacks. None. Okay. Fuck. Okay, that was Underworld Cry. That was supposed to, like, if it worked, it would have feared people. But... okay, Warp Attack. And then Spell Cancel. Warp Attack is so freaking awesome. That shit better not fucking work. I want to try something again. See something. Haha. Nope. And it'll sometimes do this during combat where like that little thing will do something and that'll switch around. Oh, that's fucking crazy. I'm not exactly sure what that does though. I think it actually did reset that. Because it's technically the same enemy, but it's like a different, I guess. Yeah. That was a lot of shit. See what that does. I think it's implied that's supposed to be like the god, like invoking Otilia's soul, so that's actually her you're fighting against, kind of, sort of, but not really. Oh, you suck, bitch. Back to that. And this is pretty much the entire fucking battle. Which is why I went back to pick up, you know, Orph and Aoba for freaking Warp Attack. 500. Or almost 500. I'm not even sure how much hit points he has. Actually, I want to try something. Nope, go back. Since I have Megadeth level, whatever it is, maxed out, I want to see. Nope. What that looks like as an assisted spell. Like an assisted level 10 Megadeth. Let's see what that does. If anything. Nothing. I would have to use Spell Sword. Yeah, that's not magic. Ow. Actually, not really, but... So, overpowers enemy curse if its AA is successful. I'm just dicking around just to see if different things work. Seriously? Well, holy fucking A, that was awesome. That was like super awesome. Nice. Yeah, in case I wasn't aware, I'm like way overpowered for this. That was super loud. You seriously getting XP and gold? Why would you still be getting XP? 100,000 XP and 1,200,000 gold. And there we go. The boss. Final boss. And I'm at 30 minutes. I don't really give a shit. The moment God vanished, something unusual was brought about to the other world. Super bright. As you're awakened, you're on a hillside overlooking Duhan. The snow covering the town in white had passed. Duhan was released from the chains of God. However, an emptiness overwhelms your mind and body. Meh. Beautiful light twinkled as if it was scoffing at you. Scoff, scoff, scoff. That was the recurrence of souls. I guess like all the souls that were trapped by the god or that were absorbed by the god, I guess were released when he died. You reached out to something. What the fuck you just said? Reached out, touched the light or something? I don't fucking know. Miraculously on your fingertips appeared a sacred silhouette. You tried to protect, but eventually lost that person. I thank you. You are my guard. You have set me free from that god. And protected me of my dignity. Therefore, do not shed your tears. Damn. Yeah, oh look at me, hers is golden. The blue sky spread about, allowing rays of light to warm the land. Okay, the sky attracted your eyes to it. Let us gaze together at the beautiful sky of Duhan. The sky that you were to view with Sophia. You could faintly hear her singing from the sky afar. And that's it? Yes, it is. Okay, one question. So what happens to all of you? I mean, you were already technically dead. So when you kill the god, are your souls released too? Or were you, because you killed them, you're not really... See, they don't really explain that. I mean, they said that you were all already dead. So what happens to you now? I mean, that part's not really explained.
How can
That's like the only part that just confused me with that. But yeah, so there we go. The end of Wizardry, Tale of the Forsaken Land for the PS2. I really fucking enjoyed this game when I found it on, where the hell was I at? I'm trying to remember. I think I bought this at Best Buy. Like years ago. I saw my brother play it. He borrowed it from one of his friends and he asked me to help with some part of it. I don't fucking know. And then I ended up like buying it because I liked it so freaking much. Because I played the other Wizardries for the Nintendo and Super Nintendo. So like, you know, it's not like I wasn't going to play it. Oh, excuse me. But I mean, like everything about this game, the gameplay, the music, the story, character design, all that shit I just loved. From my understanding, they made a sequel. Well, it's more like yeah, it was made after this, like a year or two after, but it's actually a prequel in like storyline that happens like, oh god, like 100 or so years before or something. I don't fucking know. I've never played it. I never looked for it. Guess I could to see if it's playable. But yeah, development by Rajan. I guess that's how you say that. I don't know. Presented by Atlas. Fiend. Yay. Save game. Yep. Save over that. Come on. Alrighty then. There's the end of all that nonsense. Yeah, it just starts you back with whatever you had when you beat the god. But yeah, that was fucking awesome. That spell sword with Megadeth did however much it fucking did, I don't know. That was just awesome. Just dead. But another thing is, if you beat the game without finishing all the quests, it kind of locks out all the quests. So if you didn't finish them, then you won't be able to once you beat the game. Because basically all the souls that were released were the souls that, you know, were in here. So when you beat the game and freed them, they're no longer in the bar, so you can't do them anymore. So that's pretty much it for this. I'm gonna come back and do like a couple of like bonus episodes. Like I'm gonna show one that actually has all the spells. I'm gonna go back and show one that has all the AAs. And I do realize much later after the fact that I didn't show any of the possess AAs, which can only be done when the Reaper's still alive. And since I killed them, I can't show those, but I do have 2 backup games where I haven't fought them yet, so I'm going to actually show those with the AAs. And then there's actually a secret dungeon in here. I'm going to just show you where it's at real quick. Okay, it's actually over here on B1. It's where Gotz's thing is. As you can see now, there's like an arrow pointing there. You come here, he's actually gone, and there's a staircase going down. Want to go on the stairs? No, because there are super horrible bad things there. I'm going to show in another episode, which I'm going to just do all that shit next time. So until then, this is Save Night on Let's Play Wizardry, Tale of the Forsaken Land. Later, guys.